I am here inaugurating my show Together in a Spirits, the Fundación Serra Alves Museum here in Porto. Very touched and moved by the platform that I've been offered by this beautiful institution here in Porto. Before I continue, I want to show my gratitude to Philip Verne, who's the director of the museum, Ines Grosso, who has led the curatorial process, and her team, my studio colleagues, Marta Varina, and everybody else who has been crucial to the putting together of the show. Also, all the children at the different schools in the region that took part in frequencies throughout the year. I am very grateful and thank you so much. To take you through the show and to discuss the title, Together in a Spirits. The title to me represents a feeling of wanting to manifest a kind of a way in which collectively we can achieve a more kind of conscious sense of energy. In a way, this is manifested through different gestures and iterations throughout different spaces in the museum, starting here at the foyer with frequencies as a kind of protagonist of this feeling, as it were. Frequencies is a project I began a decade ago. For me personally, for my practice in general, the importance of drawing, and then of course thinking about drawing in a process of the conscious activity and the unconscious activity and how that's communicated. In a way, the children are recording devices that share all that collective energy from different parts of the world. In this case, of course, here in the northern part of Portugal. And so that's one of the, let's say, the anchor points of the show. And then that then gets distributed through these wearable sculptures that I like to call arepas y tamales, which were created in the spirit of sampling drawings and characters, countries and flags that have been drawn, by the children using technology to extract all that data, and we created these fabrics. And then, of course, we move on to the Contemporary Art Gallery, which is I wanted to treat that space as a kind of community center, which has a video that, to me, was important in paying a kind of homage to Diego Rivera and that kind of unrealized bridge between two, it was the kind of rupture of capitalistic tendencies and socialist kind of ideals. And that was, in a way, manifested with the collapse of his mural in New York in the Rockefeller building. So I took these papier-mâché figures, effigies that, in a way, the representation of the working classes making a kind of pilgrimage to this non-existent, a little bit of a kind of ghost, the ghost of that project in a way that was not realized. To me, it represents a kind of rupture. And then finally, my kind of gesture moves on to the chapel. And in the chapel, this desecrated church from the 19th century, in which I wanted to offer a large manifestation painting. Manifestation is a body of works coming out of drawing too, that I started to develop, I would say, around 2016. The painting that is here represents probably one of the largest paintings I've done of such a series. And then we conclude, almost as a kind of full stop, the gestures within the context of my show here with a small painting that I call my telegram. The telegrams, it's in a way taking one canvas from the frequencies, body of work, looking at it, living with it, and making a kind of apt, for me, gesture that communicates directly with that particular canvas, and therefore it is called telegram, as a kind of message that we're sending each other. And that in a way, it again, in this idea of collectivity, communication, sharing, looking at the past, but very much also with something like frequencies, is a gesture towards the possibilities of what's to come. Thank you so much.